Shalom, my friends. Today, I am going to give you a key. It is not a key to a new house or a new car. It is the key to a new you. I'm going to share a single, powerful, 7-word declaration from the Torah that, if you listen to it every single day for 1 week, will make you unrecognizable to yourself and to the world. Your finances, your health, your relationships, your entire reality will be forced to transform to match the new person you are about to become. By the end of this video, you will hold the divine technology for radical, rapid, and permanent transformation. But before I give you this key, I want you to go to the comments right now and answer this question. In 1 week from today, who do you want to be? Don't describe what you want to have. Describe who you want to be. Are you a confident leader? A disciplined athlete? A patient parent? A multimillionaire investor? Define your future self in 1 sentence. Now, listen closely. We are on a mission here. We are gathering an army of 50,000 spiritual warriors who are done with the status quo. We are here to reclaim the power that God has given us to shape our own reality. If you are ready to be part of this army, subscribe to this channel now. It is your commitment to your own greatness. And for those who are ready for the elite training, for the strategies that are too powerful for the masses, I invite you to become a channel member. This is where we forge spiritual billionaires. Click the join button and let's begin your transformation. All right, let's get to the heart of the matter. The world has taught you that you are a fixed object. You are your past. You are your personality test. You are your diagnosis. You are your current bank account balance. This is the greatest lie ever told. The truth, the ancient secret hidden in the Torah, is that you are not a noun. You are a verb. You are a process of becoming. And the thing that is keeping you stuck is your own identity. The story you tell yourself about who you are is the most powerful force in your life. It is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Today, we are going to burn that old story to the ground and write a new one. I know this because I was a prisoner of my own identity for years. I was already a multimillionaire, living in a beautiful home with a successful business. But when I looked in the mirror, I didn't see a wealthy man. I saw a scared kid from a poor neighborhood who got lucky. I was terrified that it would all be taken away. I would make a successful investment, and instead of celebrating, I would feel a surge of anxiety thinking, when will the other shoe drop? My identity was scared kid who might lose it all. And so, my reality was one of constant anxiety, fear, and an inability to enjoy the very wealth I had created. I was a millionaire in the bank, but a pauper in my soul. The common enemy we are all fighting is the tyranny of the past. We believe that who we were yesterday dictates who we can be tomorrow. The hidden mechanism is that your subconscious mind, your nefesh, has one primary job: to keep you consistent with your identity. If your identity is, I am always broke, Your subconscious will sabotage every opportunity for wealth. It will make you overspend, miss deadlines, and say the wrong thing in a negotiation. Why? To prove that your identity is correct. Your reality is simply a printout of your identity program. The cost of inaction, the cost of not changing this program, is a life on a hamster wheel. It is the pain of repeating the same patterns, the same mistakes, the same struggles year after year because you are refusing to change the one thing that controls it all, your core identity. Now, let me reveal the divine technology for rewriting your identity. It comes from the most important moment in the history of our people, Moses at the burning bush. Moses, a man with a stutter, a fugitive, a shepherd, is tasked by God with freeing the Israelites from Egypt. And Moses asks a very human question. When they ask me what is his name, what shall I say to them? Exodus 3:13. And God gives an answer that is the secret to all transformation. He says, Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh, Exodus 3:14. This is often translated as I am that I am, but this is a terrible translation. The Hebrew word Ehyeh is in the future tense. It means I will be. A more accurate translation is I will be what I will be. God is not giving Moses a static name. He is giving him a formula for creation. He is saying, my name is the power to become. And then he says to Moses, tell them, Ehyeh, I will be, has sent me to you. God is telling Moses and all of us that the divine power within us is the power to declare our future identity and then become it. The 7 English words you will listen to every day are the modern application of this divine name. I am becoming the person I choose to be. My epiphany came when I was studying this verse. I realized that my identity of scared kid who might lose it all was a form of blasphemy. I was denying the Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh within me. I was telling God that His power to become was not strong enough to overcome my past. I was choosing to be a prisoner of my history instead of a creator of my destiny. I decided, right then and there, to go to war with my old identity. That night, I recorded myself saying a new declaration. I didn't say, I am a confident billionaire. That felt like a lie. Instead, I used God's formula. I said, I am becoming a confident, divinely guided steward of abundant wealth. I listened to it before I went to sleep. I listened to it the moment I woke up. I listened to it in my car. At first, it felt awkward. My old identity screamed in protest. Who do you think you are? You're still that scared kid. But I persisted. I listened to it over and over, letting the words bypass my conscious mind and sink into my subconscious. After 3 days, something shifted. The anxiety in my chest began to lessen. After a week, I made the boldest investment of my life. An investment my old identity would have been terrified of. It paid off spectacularly. But the real miracle was not the money. The real miracle was that when the money came in, I felt no anxiety. I felt peace. I felt gratitude. I had become a new person. My reality had no choice but to follow. But here's what I want you to understand. The transformation was not just internal, it was external. People started treating me differently. My business partners noticed a new confidence in my voice. My wife told me I seemed lighter, happier. Opportunities that I would have missed before suddenly became visible to me. Why? Because I was no longer filtering reality through the lens of my old identity. I was seeing the world as my new identity saw it, and the world was responding to the new me. This is the power of Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh. When you change who you are becoming, you change what you see, what you attract, and what you create. Now, let me give you the practical, 3-step process to apply this in your own life. I call it the 7-day identity shift. Step 1. Craft your Ehyeh declaration. Tonight, you will write your own 7 to 10 word declaration based on the Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh formula. It must start with I am becoming, and it must describe the person you want to be. Not I am becoming rich, but I am becoming a disciplined creator of wealth. Not I am becoming thin, but I am becoming a healthy, energetic athlete. The more specific and identity-focused, the better. This is the most important sentence you will write all year. Step 2. Record and listen. Once you have your declaration, take out your phone and record yourself saying it. Speak with the authority and conviction of the person you are becoming. Now, for the next 7 days, you will listen to this recording for at least 5 minutes every single morning before you check your phone, and for 5 minutes every single night before you go to sleep. This is non-negotiable. You are reprogramming your subconscious mind. Step 3. Act as if. Each day, after you listen to your declaration, you must take one action that your new identity would take. If you are becoming a disciplined creator of wealth, you might spend 15 minutes reviewing your finances. If you are becoming a healthy, energetic athlete, you might go for a walk. The action can be small, but it must be consistent with your new identity. This proves to your subconscious that the change is real. You are aligning your actions with your declaration. Let me tell you about 3 people who did this and became unrecognizable, because I want you to see that this works for anyone at any stage of life facing any challenge. Story number 1. Maria. Maria was a 45-year-old woman who had been single for 10 years. Her identity was, I am unlovable. I am always going to be alone. Every date, she went on, she brought this identity with her. She was defensive, closed off, expecting rejection, and so she got rejection. I challenged her to change her identity. She wrote a new declaration. I am becoming a radiant, joyful woman who attracts love. She listened to it every day. Her act as if was to smile at one stranger every day. The first day it felt forced. By day 3 it felt natural. On day 5 she smiled at a man in the grocery store. He smiled back. They started talking. He asked for her number. She said yes. A year later, they were married. She told me, Rabbi, I didn't find a man. I became the woman who could attract a man. The declaration changed me first. I stopped looking for love and started being love. and love found me. Story number 2. Ben. Ben was an aspiring writer who had been working on the same novel for 5 years. His identity was, "I am a procrastinator. I am not a real writer." He would sit down to write and immediately feel overwhelmed. He would check his email, scroll social media, make coffee, do anything but write. Why? Because his identity was procrastinator, and procrastinators don't write. I challenged him to change his identity. He wrote a new declaration. "I am becoming a prolific, disciplined, and successful author." He listened to it every day. His act as if was to write for just 15 minutes every morning, no matter what. The first day he wrote 200 words, the second day 300. By day 7 he was writing for an hour without even noticing. After 1 week he had written more than he had in the previous 6 months. He finished his novel in 3 months. It was published a year later and became a bestseller. He told me, "Rabbi, I thought I needed to find the motivation to write, but I learned I needed to change my identity first. Once I saw myself as a writer, the writing became easy. I stopped waiting to feel like writing and started being a writer." Story number 3. James. James was a 60-year-old man who had been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. His identity was, "I am sick, I am old, my body is failing." He was on multiple medications, overweight and depressed. His doctor told him he needed to change his lifestyle, but he felt it was too late. I challenged him to change his identity. He wrote a new declaration. "I am becoming a vibrant, healthy man who honors his body as a temple." He listened to it every day. His act as if was to walk for 10 minutes every morning. The first day he could barely make it around the block. By day 7 he was walking for 30 minutes and feeling energized. He started making small changes to his diet. Within 3 months he had lost 30 pounds. Within 6 months his doctor took him off 2 of his medications. Within a year his diabetes was in remission. He told me, "Rabbi, I thought my body was my enemy, but I learned that my identity was my enemy. Once I changed my identity, my body had no choice but to follow. I stopped being a sick man and started becoming a healthy man. And my body believed me." Now, let me give you some advanced strategies to accelerate the transformation. Advanced strategy number 1. The mirror declaration. In addition to listening to your recording, stand in front of a mirror twice a day and say your declaration out loud while looking into your own eyes. This is incredibly powerful because it engages your visual cortex and creates a stronger neural pathway. It also forces you to confront any disbelief or resistance you have. The first time you do this, you might feel ridiculous. Do it anyway. By day 7, you will see a different person in the mirror. Advanced strategy number 2. The identity journal. Every night before bed, write 1 paragraph from the perspective of your new identity. Write as if you are already that person. Today, as a disciplined creator of wealth, I reviewed my investment portfolio and identified a new opportunity. This is not a lie, it is a rehearsal. You are training your brain to think from your new identity. After 7 days, you will have 7 entries that prove to you that your new identity is real. Advanced strategy Number 3, the social proof hack. Tell one person about your new identity. Not your old friend who will laugh at you, but someone who will support you. Say, "For the next 7 days, I am becoming your new identity. Can you check in with me every day to see how I'm doing?" This creates external accountability and makes your transformation more real. When someone else knows who you are becoming, you are more likely to become it. Now, for the advanced application. The level 2 hack is to understand that your environment must support your new identity. For the next 7 days, you must eliminate the things in your environment that reinforce your old identity. If you are becoming a healthy athlete, throw out the junk food in your pantry. If you are becoming a creator of wealth, cancel the streaming service that you use to waste time. If you are becoming a positive person, stop talking to the friend who does nothing but complain. You must create a vacuum. When you remove the old, you make space for the new. There is also a deeper Kabbalistic understanding of why this works. In Kabbalah, we learn that every word we speak has creative power. The Hebrew word for word is davar, which also means thing. A word is not just a sound, it is a thing. It is a spiritual entity with the power to shape reality. When you declare your new identity, you are not just speaking, you are creating. You are bringing a future reality into existence through the power of speech. This is why the sages teach that the tongue has the power of life and death. Your words about yourself are the most powerful words you will ever speak. They are either creating your prison or your palace. Choose wisely. Let me also tell you about the neuroscience behind this, because I know some of you need the rational explanation. Modern neuroscience has discovered something called neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself based on repeated thoughts and behaviors. When you listen to your declaration repeatedly, you are creating new neural pathways in your brain. You are literally rewiring your brain to think, feel, and act as your new identity. The subconscious mind cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you declare, "I am becoming a confident leader," and you visualize yourself as that person, your brain treats it as if it is already happening. It starts to produce the hormones, the emotions, and the behaviors of a confident leader. This is not woo-woo, this is science. You are hacking your own neurology. Let me address the 3 most common objections. Objection number 1. Rabbi, this feels like lying to myself. My response? You are already lying to yourself. You are telling yourself the lie that you are your past. This is not a lie. It is a prophecy. You are not stating a fact. You are declaring a future. This is the very method God used to create the universe. He spoke a future into existence. You are created in His image. You have the same power. Objection number 2. Rabbi, what if I don't feel anything? My response? This is not about feeling. This is about programming. When you install new software on your computer, you don't feel it happening, you just run the program. The feelings will follow the new reality, not the other way around. Trust the process, not your feelings. Your feelings are a product of your old identity. They are the last thing to change. Objection number 3. Rabbi, can it really be this simple? My response: it is simple, but it is not easy. It is simple to listen to a recording for 5 minutes. It is hard to do it consistently for 7 days. It is hard to fight the resistance of your old identity. But the law itself is simple. Your identity creates your reality. Change your identity, and you will change your reality. It is the most powerful law in the universe. Let me also give you a warning. There will be a moment, usually around day 3 or 4, when your old identity will fight back with everything it has. You will wake up one morning and think, "This is stupid, this isn't working, I'm wasting my time." This is not a sign that it's not working. This is a sign that it is working. Your old identity is terrified of being replaced, and so it will scream the loudest right before it dies. This is the moment when most people quit. Do not quit. This is the moment when you must double down. Listen to your declaration twice as many times that day. Say it out loud. Write it down. This is the battle. And if you win this battle, you win the war. I also want you to understand the spiritual significance of 7 days. In the Torah, the world was created in 7 days. The number 7 represents completion, wholeness, a full cycle. When you commit to a 7-day transformation, you are not just changing a habit, you are creating a new world. You are declaring, the old world is finished. A new world begins today. This is why the Sabbath, the 7th day, is a day of rest. It is the day when we step back and see the new creation. After your 7 days, take a moment on day 8 to reflect. Look at who you were on day 1 and who you are on day 8. You will be shocked at the difference. Finally, I want to tell you what happens after the 7 days. You don't stop. The 7 days are just the beginning. They are the ignition. Once you have proven to yourself that this works, you continue. You make it a daily practice for the rest of your life. Every morning and every night, you declare who you are becoming. And as you grow, your declaration will evolve. You will outgrow your first identity and declare a new one. This is the process of Eyeh Asher Eyeh. You are always becoming. You are never finished. And that is the beauty of it. You are not a static object. You are a dynamic, ever-evolving expression of the divine. This is your birthright. This is your power. This is who you are. So, here is my 7-day challenge to you. For the next 7 days, you will go to war for your new identity. Here are your 3 immediate, non-negotiable actions. 1. Write your declaration. Tonight, before you do anything else, write your I am becoming declaration. Make it powerful. Make it resonate with your soul. 2. Record your declaration. Immediately after you write it, record it on your phone. Do not wait until tomorrow. Do it now. 3. Schedule your listening time.